Everybody, oh, what's happening? How you doing? Good? Me? Yeah, hanging in there, the usual. Same old, right? We just got through Father's Day. Yesterday was the first day of summer. I mean, I've been a little busy. I've been kind of in demand lately. Had a couple birthday parties to go to. I had to go to my cousin's 50th wedding anniversary, which was pretty cool. Hanging out with my other hammerhead cousins. Oof. They're all right. They're funny. Anywho, so today I'm gonna talk about some stuff that I picked up and some stuff that came in the mail. All right, gonna just jump into this. So this isn't a 3-hour video. All right. Hope you guys have all been well. All right, let's boogie and get into this. All right. Yeah, the stack is over here as usual. All right. First thing, local record store, and flipping through, right? I always go to the metal section first, right? Unless there's something in the classic rock section that I'm seriously looking for, but usually right to the metal section, right? I go through A, B, C, D, blah, blah, blah. So I'm in the G section, and I'm just flipping through minding my own business, and I come across this, which I've never seen before. I was like, oh, snap. Picked it up, right? And this is another EP by the band Great White, all right? Now, I never saw this before. I never even knew this friggin' existed. All right, I just said it's an EP, right? 3 songs on it. And this was for the Shot in the Dark album. So the single on here is Face the Day. Face the Day. And it's also got Hard and Cold, which was unreleased at the time. And another version of No Way, which was on their first EP. Which, you think I would have pulled out, but this isn't a Great White special, so I didn't pull it out. All right? So, yeah. So, Hard and Cold is cool. Obviously, Face the Day was when they had a different drummer, and they still had the other bass player. So, they just swapped drummers, all right? And then Hard and Cold and No Way was with the original band. But this No Way version, I don't know, it was produced by Dokken and Wagner, but for some reason it sounds totally, well, not totally, but you could tell the difference in this version and the EP version. I actually like the EP version better. I think it was a little slower, a little cooler sounding, but Hard and Cold is cool. I don't know if any of you guys picked up, before Great White became Great White, they were called Dainty Fox. And there's a CD out that has a whole bunch of demos and stuff like that. It doesn't sound that great. The sound quality isn't all that great. But the songs on there are pretty cool. And I forget if Hard and Cold is on there. It's locked away, Whatever, man. Someone will correct me, right? Yeah, it's on there, Woggy, It is, it isn't, but anyway, it's on here. So this is kind of cool. 3 songs. This is the back. It's still in shrink wrap. I bought this used. I mean, seriously, awesome, right? I'll show you what the vinyl looks like. Plastic. Yeah, this side. So this side has Hard and Cold and No Way on it. All right. And then this side has Face the Day, which just got the Shark, the Great White. All right. It's not 180. It's regular vinyl. I played it. Sounds great. Speaking of sharks, it's friggin' shark season, man. Summer's coming. The sharks are in the water. Me, I go waist high in open water. That's about it, man. That's right. Me, sharks, nah, we don't get along. The only sharks I get along with are my hammerhead cousins. Yeah, and they know, if they're watching, they know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you. All right. So that was one thing I picked up. Then I moseyed on over to the classic rock section. And I got up to the C section. Again, not a C section where you're delivering a baby, but the C section. Now, I don't know a lot of you guys, but, growing up in the 70s, Chicago was a huge freaking band, man. They had singles all up and down, 70s AM radio. And great band, great horn section. I mean, the drummer's great. Peter Cetera became a big hit maker in the 80s with all his, singles and stuff, but these guys were great, man. So I saw this, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to pick this up. Chicago Live, the Isle of Wight Festival. All right? It's a double LP. It's all remastered, 180 gram. It's got some really old, classic stuff on here. All right. Gatefold. Check it out. Looking like Eddie's. All right. That's the poster. There's Robert Lamb back there. Man, that guy's got a great voice. Yeah, this was, yeah, it was a 1970. Yeah, man. 1970. And it's cool because if you look, I'm getting close. Calm down over there. If you look at like the poster here, and now I know you're not going to be able to read this because I can barely read it. So Chicago was the headliner for night one. Yeah, let me move my ass back a little bit. Shimmy, shimmy. But the second night, the headliners were the Doors. Before the Doors, the Who went on. Could you imagine the Doors going on after the Who? The Isle of Wight, where, I mean, how could you follow the Who? Listen, the Doors are great, Jim Morrison, all that. It should have been the other way around because you cannot follow the Who. I'm sorry, man. That's crazy. And just before the Who was 10 years after. So 10 years after the Who and then the Doors, nah, man. Reverse all of that. And then the third night, you got Donovan, then you got Joan Baez, and then the Jimi Hendrix Experience. They got that right, but Joan Baez and then Hendrix? Oh, man. Whew. Anyway, let me show you what the vinyl looks like. They're both the same, so all I got to do is show you one. One is good. Settle down over there. All right? So that's the label. Kind of cool. All right? But yeah, man, Chicago's a great band, you know. Besides, the stuff that went on in the 80s, they got really pop and stuff like that. But their earlier stuff, man, Terry Kath, the guitar player, dude, that guy is a beast of a guitar player. I mean, rest in peace, Terry, but Hendrix had said that Terry was better than him, all right? That's how good this guy was. Terry Kath, there's a really cool documentary out. You can find it here on YouTube. I highly recommend you check that out, all right? Terry, Terry, Kath. Terry Kath. Amazing guitar player, man. But yeah, there's some really cool songs in here. And Chicago Live is a great band. And, now there's a couple original members left. And they still go out and they tour, man. Awesome stuff, man. Chicago. All right. Now, this next one came in the mail. Now, I've had this on CD for years since it first came out. It's like 3 studio albums, and then the last CD was like all this unplugged stuff. And basically, he made this album just kind of for his fans, all right? And yeah. Finding it on CD now is one thing. I mean, you probably could if you go on eBay, whatever. But finding this on vinyl, I saw it and I flipped. All right, because I was like, holy cow. You're probably not going to flip, but I flipped. All right. I'm just going to hold this up. You might not even know who it is. All right. Any idea? Any idea? How about now? Does this give you a hint? All right. Promotional copy. Number 68 out of 100. All right. Yeah, this is Prince. All right. Crystal Ball. This is 3 LPs. Dude, good luck finding this. If you do find it, I don't know. But it's 3 vinyl records, right? This opens up like this. Opens up again. Right? It's just all words and stuff. Describes all the songs and whatever. And it's on white vinyl. All right? All 3. Nothing fancy going on. It's all the same stuff. All right, looks like it is. I mean, I've played this. Everything sounds great. Whether it's a bootleg or not, I have no idea. But let me tell you, this sounds freaking great. 180 gram. All the vinyl is white. It all looks the same. Everything is like this. I love this stuff, man. Crystal Ball is the jam. If you're a Prince fan, Crystal Ball is the shiznick. That's right. Awesome stuff, man. Yeah, Love Sign and Hide the Bone. So dark. Great, great stuff on here, man. Produced, arranged, performed, and composed by he was the sign at this time because, you know, he got his fight with freaking Warner Brothers. But yeah, Crystal Ball, man. Awesome. All right? Awesome, awesome. If you're a Prince fan, you know what I'm talking about. All right. Good stuff right there. Another cool thing, I came in. Now, I know for sure that this is a bootleg, but it rips, all right? This is from Atlantic Studios. Icy Dicey, all right? Total bootleg, right? But it sounds great. It's all radio broadcast stuff, all right? If you guys can see that. This was recorded December 7th, 1977. I think I was in the 6th grade. Yeah, I'm dating myself right now, right? Yeah, cool stuff, man. Starts off with Live Wire, Problem Child, High Voltage, Hell Ain't a Bad Place to Be, Dog Eat Dog. And then side 2 goes into Jack, Whole Lotta Rosie, The Rocker, and it's got like some words on here. Bond talks a little bit. The announcer talks a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff, man. Single vinyl, 180 gram. Nothing fancy going on here. No pictures, nothing like that. Got a black Atlantic label. Now, I've heard that this is a bootleg. It doesn't look like a bootleg. The cover kind of does. This doesn't. I don't know. It says promotional copy. Please hold. Yeah, promotional use only, not for sale. Over yonder. Let me point it out. Yeah, right there. All right? So, I've had someone tell me this is a bootleg. I'm sure it is, but I don't know, man. I've played it. It sounds great. It's freaking killer. It's still great to have in a collection. Right? Bonfire, right? This came in the Bonfire box set. Awesome stuff. Speaking of Icy Dicey, this is on a highway to Melbourne. The 1988 hometown broadcast. All right, it's another one. In my other AC/DC video, I showed another one. I said, like, welcome back, Brian. I mean, they sound great, all right? This one's got, starts with Who Made Who, Shoot the Thrill, Dirty Deeds, Back in Black, Heat Seeker, That's the Way I Want to Rock and Roll. I like that song. You Shook Me All Night Long, Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution, High Voltage, Whole Lotta Rosie, Let That Be Rock. Highway to Hell, TNT, For Those About to Rock, We Salute You. All right, we bust this open. All right. So you see, you know, you got Simon right over there playing drums. And, you know, the usual cast of characters there. Angus, Malcolm, Cliff, Brian. Cool stuff. I'll show you one of the vinyls because they're both the same. 180 gram. Nothing fancy. Again, we're on white vinyl. Just like the Prince one. All right. Label. Pretty cool. Played it. Sounds great. No problems. You always get a little, you know, bootlegs, you got to be a little careful. But some of them lately I've lucked out and they've been good. All right? So, yeah. Icy Dicey. You might be able to find this on Amazon. Check it out. All right. Enough for them. So, in one of my other videos, I showed you guys a DVD, a horror movie called Terrorizer. And great stuff, man. I love there's only 1 and 2 so far. I hope they make a whole bunch of them because I love that freaking movie. And this happens to be the soundtrack to Terrorizer 2. All right? Here we go. Yeah, it's my boy Art the Clown. Now, the guy who wrote all the music on this, his name is Paul Wiley, who, if you're a Marilyn Manson fan, you know Paul played with Marilyn Manson. So he's in some other bands, Razor Rock Razor or something, and he was another band as well. I don't know, started with a D, Devereaux or something, I don't know. But yeah, he played with Marilyn Manson, and he does these soundtracks for the Terrorizer movies. It's freaking great. All right, this is the back. So this is for the second one. I show you the vinyl. It's in blood red. Right, nothing fancy going on there. Love it. So that's one side. Same thing on the other. Freaking Art the Clown, man. Dude, he cracks me. He doesn't say much. He doesn't say anything, really. But his facial expressions and the stuff he does, it's great. Also, whoa, comes with a Paul Wiley autograph. Yep, there it is. Pretty snazzy. And a little card for MP3. All right. Whoa. But yeah, cool stuff, man. I love these movies. I can't wait for haunt season to get here. I mean, I know it's June, almost July. Bring on October. And I'll show you how a lot more of soundtrack, stuff like that. Speaking of clowns, this next album, I still have the original. Whoa, giving it away there. But this one was a special edition, and it's a picture disc, and it's really freaking cool, you know what I mean? But yeah, Kiss, double platinum, all right? What? It's the same thing as the other one. Yeah, I know. Right? Same inner gatefold, right? It's double platinum, right? No, it's double platinum. You're right. You know, and it comes with the inner thing, right? You guys remember this? If you're Kiss fans. Anything else in this thing here? No, that's about it. Yeah, so nothing fancy here. It's double platinum. Right? Nothing fancy. Nothing. But, you know, just kind of looks like this. The other version, I think, was just all black with a silver label, right? Yeah, so this is the picture disc special edition version, hello, of double platinum. So that's one side, the other side, the same exact thing. It's pretty badass, right? Yeah. So that's one. And the other one is the same exact thing. I'll show it to you anyway, just in case you think I'm BSing, all right? So yeah, nothing fancy going on there. And it's the same thing. Cool. 180 gram. Remastered. Cool stuff. Double platinum. Yeah, this was when, you know, Kiss finished with Alive 2, and then they started making the solo albums, and this was, you know, a filler just to keep the, you know, demand going for the fans. I mean, some stuff on here is cool. I dig the way they do Hard Luck Woman, that edit, where on Rock and Roll Over, you know, the music is all in the beginning, but this one, it's like, it kicks in after Peter sings the first line, you know, which is kind of cool. And I think Dr. Love is a little bit different. Strutter, obviously. Oh, it's the disco version. How is that a disco version? They just say Strutter a few more times. Out of here. What else is there? I mean, you know, they edited some of the stuff, but, you know, once in a while it's cool to throw on. Just the different mix, you know what I mean? But yeah, Kiss double platinum, special edition. Yeah. All right. We're getting kind of basically towards the end here. So, well, let me show you this first. Geezer Butler has written a book, if you haven't known by now, Into the Void. All right? I haven't read it yet. I've flipped through it. I've read little things here and there. Always look at the pictures first, right? But yeah, Geezer, man, just came out with a book. And it's pretty cool. It's not that thick. I mean, it's hard-covered. It's decent size. And looks like an easy read. This might be like a day and a half, maybe 2 days, if I really sit down and get to it. Let me get to the pictures here. I can show you some stuff he's got going on here. All right. So little Geezer's a little guy. His parents. All right. Some more pictures of him. Freaking hippie. I'm sure you guys have seen that picture a few times, because I know I have. What else is in here? There you go. That's his wife, Gloria, that he's still married to. 43 years later. She ought to write a book. So yeah, I mean, there's some pretty cool pictures in here. And there's him and Gloria again. That's them now. Gloria and moi at one of our animal fundraiser events. Oh yeah, there he goes. 43 years together, 2022. The bottom picture. There you go. So yeah, man. So Geezer, real quick, from something I read in there, you know, he's nice and retired now, and he's got a huge book library, stuff that he hasn't even read yet. Kind of sounds like me and probably a bunch of other people. Oh, got to buy all these books. I'll get around to read them at some point. So yeah, he's a big book reader. Gets up, he walks his dogs. He's chilling, man. He's chilling. All right. So, Geezer, the biggest thing that's come in that I'm sure a lot of people have talked about, I don't know, I haven't been on YouTube in a while to even flip or anything, but has been the Black Sabbath Live Evil box set stuff, right? You guys are all aware of all that? So yeah, I got my copy. It's right here. So, real quick, the story behind that. I mean, we all know the Ronnie left before that album was released. You know, him and Iommi and Geezer were kind of butting heads over musical direction and the whole story of them going into the studio at different times, and Ronnie's turning up the vocals, and then these guys going back and lowering the vocals and turning the instruments up. The whole drama surrounding that album, right? But the other drama that was going around as well was Ozzy coming out with Speak of the Devil almost at the same time. It was ridiculous. So Ozzy comes out with Speak of the Devil, for those of you that don't know, and he does a double album, and Randy Rhoads had died, and they get Brad Gillis in on guitar, and they do nothing but Black Sabbath songs. No Ozzy songs whatsoever. It's just a double album of all Black Sabbath songs. And then it was basically coming out at the same time as Live Evil. My allergies are kicking in, man. My eyes are freaking itchy. And, you know, Live Evil, they got Dio, and they were performing some Black Sabbath songs with Ozzy. Now, I get it. You know, I've said this once before, but, you know, the Live Evil tour was the Mob Rules tour. You got 2 albums under your belt with Ronnie. It's okay to have done the Black Sabbath songs, you know, the Ozzy Gear songs in concert, but you got more than enough songs that you could have threw on here that just could have been all, you know, the Dio from Heaven and Hell and the Mob Rule albums, you know. You know, you got them singing Black Sabbath and NIB, I mean, Children of the Grave and stuff. There was more than enough material on the other albums to have made this live album and left that stuff off. That was a mouthful. So anyway, so Ozzy comes out with Speak of the Devil, right? It's my original copy. And it's all Black Sabbath songs. Symptom of the Universe, Snowblind, Black Sabbath, Fairies Wear Boots, War Pigs, The Wizard, NIB, Sweet Leaf, Never Say Die, Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, Iron Man, Children of the Grave, and Paranoid. You know, I mean, I give credit to Brad Gillis for coming in and learning all this stuff really quick, you know. I wonder what it would have sounded like if he would have lasted longer. You know, if he would have recorded some studio stuff with Ozzy. What that would have sounded like, you know. But, you know, Brad stepped up, came in, did Speak of the Devil, finished out the tour, you know, and then went to Night Ranger, right? But yeah, I mean, he does a great job on here. This was recorded at the Ritz in Manhattan, September 82. September 26th and 27th, 1982. I mean, yeah. So, Speak of the Devil's coming out, and Live Evil. All right, this is the box set that just came out. All right, this is the vinyl version. And it's pretty heavy. All right. Oh, you guys know the front. You've seen it 100 times. All right, that's the back. Now, I don't know who's seen what on YouTube, but I'll open this up and show it to you anyway. Now, it comes with the remastered version, and it comes with, like, this remixed version of the same thing. There's no extra songs, nothing. There's the hype sticker. Got to keep the hype sticker. All right. This is what was plastered on the back. The all box sets come with stuff, right? Kind of cool. And, of course, these things come with books. If I can get it out of here. Come on, stop messing around. Right? So that's the book. And it's got some cool pictures and, you know, basically tells the story of the making of and all the stuff. You know what I mean? All the drama. the tour and everything. So, I mean, it's cool to have, all right? Now, when I'm done with this video, I'm going to make another one of just Live Evil and show you all my vinyl and all my CDs, because I've got multiple copies of this, and I'll go over which sounds better, all right? Stuff like that. So, yeah, this is the book, all right? Pretty cool, the tour dates. And I saw him on this tour as well. Awesome. Ow. Okay. It also comes with, it's pretty funny, a tour book. All right. And I'll explain why it's funny in a minute. So it's the tour book. All right. Which is cool. They throw this in. That's awesome. All right. Vincenz. There he is. All right. Comes with the tour book. Comes with this big ass poster. Which now, if I was in my parents and 18 years old again, I definitely would have hung this up. One day I still may, because it's cool. Right? Cool Black Sabbath poster. Yeah, let me get it into the frame. There you go. Yeah, I definitely would have hung this up. And I still might. All right. Fold it. One shot. Oh! All right. So like I said, it comes with the original album, remastered. All right? Now, I listened to this one, and I listened to that one. And the remixed version sounds brighter, and I think the drums are a little more in your face, but they both sound great, all right? They both sound amazing, all right? So this is basically a copy of the original, and I still have my original, all right? It's the gatefold. It's the back, okay? Bust out one of the vinyls. Nothing going on there. It's just regular black vinyl. It's the label, all right? Some stuff on there. And the other vinyl is the same thing. All right? So yeah, man, if you ever pick this up, I mean, it sounds great, all right? Yeah, the other vinyl, it's the same exact thing. There's nothing inside, nothing fancy. Now, the remix one's got a different cover. It looks like this, all right? That's the front. That's the back. Like I said, same songs. There's no added anything. This is the gatefold of this one, all right? Get some live shots. Basically, the poster. And the vinyl, same thing, black. Yeah, they didn't put a lot of oomph into this, but it's kind of cool, all right? There you go. That's one side, and that's the other. Like I said, I've played them both. The remix version is a little brighter. You can hear the audience a lot more, you know. The bass drum is more in your face, but they both sound great, you know. So yeah, it's worth picking up. All right. That goes there. This goes here. That goes there. Throw this back in here. Hype sticker. All right. So yeah. So that's the vinyl version. Ow. Ugh. Knowing me, I gotta get the CD version as well. It's gotta go on the iPod. Download both versions. I deleted my original version on there and put this one in because these sound better than the older version. All right. And basically the box, it's the same thing. All right. The front is the back. Insides comes with all the same stuff. All right. You got the hype sticker. You got the stuff that comes on the back. You got the book, if I can get it out. All right. You got the book. You got the miniature tour program. Oh, it's so cute. You got the poster. It's folded up. Then you got the first CD. All right. Same thing. And then you got the remixed. Bada bing. And that's it. Nothing else. Nothing else to see here. All right. So yeah, they both sound great. The CDs sound great. I mean, they did a great job with all of this. Cool packaging. Now, the only thing I'm waiting for now is for them to do Dio Last in Line box set. That they need to do. All right. You did Holy Diver, which sounds great. You know, remastered of the original and the remixed. I talked about that in my Dio video. But yeah, they need to do last in line. They can stop at last in line. There's no need to go any further. Just box set last in line. Be a happy guy. All right, so to come to conclusion of all this madness, I'm going to show you my original tour programs. I don't know if I showed it in my Black Sabbath video. I might have. I don't know. I'll show it again. All right. So this was my Heaven and Hell original tour program. All right. Bust this open real quick. You guys can get a gander. All right. Just because I like yous. There they are. That is Bill Ward. We should have been on 13, right? The last album. Some cool shots. There you go. Awesomeness. There's Tony and Ronnie. There you go. Bill. Looking pretty cleaned up there, guy. Geezer, I love that Mockingbird bass. That's a cool bass. Some liner notes. Another shot. And that's the end of that. The world is full of kings and queens who blind your eyes and steal your dreams. It's heaven and hell. Yeah, so that's that one. And then, funny enough, I have my original Mob Rules tour program. And it's the same exact thing. I mean, page for page. Okay. Here we go. But that's cool that they threw it in a box set. I think that's pretty awesome. But this is the original. Here you go. All right. Flipping through, flipping through. Cool, cool. Here you go. Vinny, you need a bigger drum set. I think I told you that story. When Vinny was first playing with Sabbath and he came up with his little rinky-dink little drum set. You know, his big, massive, you know, drum platform in Vinny's little drum set. Tony's like, mate, you need to get a bigger drum set. That's too small. You know, he's used to Bill Ward's monster drum set. You know, now Vinny's in here with this little... Get a bigger one. Add more stuff. This is the other Mob Rules tour book. All right. Yeah, there was 2. Yeah, open this one real quick. All right. Just for shits and giggles. There you go. All right. Good enough. All right. So, yeah. That's it. I mean, really haven't had much time to go to record stores and stuff. And like I said, some of the stuff came in the mail. Some of the stuff I picked up. But that's the end of it. All right. So, the next video most likely will be a little special on Live Evil. I'll show you my other albums and some of my other CDs. I'll compare, let you know what the dealio is. Nice little discussion, you know what I mean? So in the meantime, what the hell's today? Today's Thursday. Oh my God, tomorrow's Friday, thank God. Made it through the week. Through the week. All right, so hopefully it's supposed to be a rainy weekend. I hope it's not and ruin anybody's plans for barbecues or whatever, but we got the whole summer to get through, all right? So in the meantime, you know the routine that I'm going to say. Be good. Watch out for one another. It's a crazy world out there, all right? And that's about it. I will see you soon. And don't tell anybody, but peace out, Buttercup. See you soon.